It was somewhere around Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold.
Welcome to video number 1 in the Docker installation. This video is pre-recorded, but the editing is done in front of a live studio audience. Today we're going to start by simply installing Docker and doing the run for the Hello World container. SSH to the Docker host. If you don't know how to do that, go find another video that explains it. There's a lot of them out there. After you log in, use the Docker installation curl script. It'll install the latest version of Docker and everything will be happy and rainbows and unicorns and stuff. The contents of the script can be found at get.docker.com. You should point your web browser there and view it, understand it, worship it. It now has power over you, and it'll do things to your server that require root access. I didn't analyze the install script as in-depth as I should have. Then again, neither did you. So let it work its magic here, let it install its required dependencies, and when it's done, you can add yourself to the Docker group or not. For this little video, I went ahead and added myself to the Docker group. This is not a step I do in production, so it's your call if you want to do it there or not. Once you make the change though, remember to log out and log back in so that your group permissions update. After you log back in, just check the Docker version, just to make sure you have rights to Docker and that your version is the latest. The time of the recording, it was 1.8.1. Docker PS will show any images that are currently running on the system. I'm doing this here more out of habit to make sure there are no surprises. Now we get to the good stuff. We will do the Docker run hello world. See as it magically pulls the hello world image from the Docker registry. Look how it displays the hello from Docker message. Watch in awe as it tells you to try an Ubuntu image. Cue up the Benny Hill music as I try to run bash in the hello world image. Spoiler, it did not work. Also, if you pay attention, I added the -a switch to Docker PS. This shows all the processes, running or not, that Docker is aware of. Then I removed them by using the first 3 digits of the container ID. This includes typos, but it works. Since Hello World mentioned trying to run Ubuntu, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to do a simple docker run -ti ubuntu bin bash. This will pull the Ubuntu image from the Docker registry and run it in an interactive mode with a sudo tty or sudo terminal. I either have blazing fast internet or deceptive video editing skills. It's not my choice to make, it's yours. It did finish pulling the Ubuntu image from the Docker registry. And if you look, it drops us at the prompt where our host name is the same as the container ID. We can also ping the outside world. It's assigned us an IP address, so the network should be good to go. And the file systems are mounted. We could probably mount another file system externally if we wanted. When we exit the terminal, the guest stops. This is normal and can't do much about it unless you use a different switch, which I'll cover next time. You can view it with the PS-A and then use the Docker RM to remove the container. And that's all for cleanup.